This is our last lesson on our applying rates, and we're looking at fuel consumption. So this is measured in our litres per 100 kilometres, and that's how much fuel a vehicle uses over that time. So small cars use a lot less than what our large cars do, but there's still a lot of factors that can affect that. The biggest one being if we're using our air conditioner, it's going to use more fuel. How fast you're accelerating, braking, and if you're driving on dirt roads can all be a big contributing factor. So to find our fuel consumption, it's the fuel used in litres divided by the distance in kilometres multiplied by 100. There are then three different ways or three different questions that you can be asked fuel consumption questions. So what is the fuel consumption rate in litres per 100 kilometres? How much fuel will the car use? And how far can the car go? So if we look here, Jacob's car holds 54 litres and can travel 760 kilometres. So we need to find the fuel consumption. So we take how far it can travel, the litres it can take, over how far we know it travels, and we multiply it by 100. That tells us that the fuel consumption is 7.1 litres per 100 kilometres. So quite decent. The next one then says how far can the car travel on 20 litres of fuel? So first of all, I need to turn this into kilometres because that's how we're going to measure this a little bit better. So our 7.1 litres divided by 100 kilometres, that tells me that 0.071 litres per kilometre. So to find the distance, I'm saying I've got 20 litres and I'm going to divide it by our rate there. So the distance is going to be 281.7 kilometres, and that's just been rounded there. And lastly, how much petrol will it use for the Broken Hill to Maitland trip? So I've spoken about this in a previous lesson. So it's 1,104 kilometres. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our rate, divide by 100 again, so we get our 0.071 litres per kilometre. We're going to then multiply that by how many kilometres we're actually travelling. So for that trip, it's going to take 78.384 litres in order to travel 1,104 kilometres.